Uh, Confidence in the future, optimism, and new projects. A stalled situation, postponed for reflection, or making sacrifices, or going through a time of tribulation. This is economic advantage, securities and savings, inheritance and legacies, or a valuable gift. News that brings clarity, um, maintaining lucidity, intelligence, and clear decisions and ideas. Despite this moon energy, which is mystical secrets, dreams, and intuition, or doubts, mistrust, or sensing betrayal. A lively spirited person, or an intelligent sense of curiosity, someone who is also a good debater. Of course, this is death. Transformation or a rebirth. A radical change due to a crisis or an ending. This is going to be some other reading. Then, this is someone with a courageous energy, fertility and growth, or an opportunity for fertility and growth, and an uncertain or unknown future. Delusions and loss from a busted bubble. Or this is just a disappointment of finding out that you were disillusioned about something. And this is a realization of successful venture, receiving wealth and gains. This one. And this is the successful completion of a perfectly executed personal cycle. And this is a defensive energy. This is obstacles, barriers, struggles, and arguments that are going to be placed in one's path. I know I'm just reading them out, and then I'm just going to read it out. Just meh. Then, now this is, that shows up second. Okay. Five of Cups, Five of Swords. This is loss, sadness, or bitterness. A delusion or dream has died. Five of Swords. This is a humiliating defeat or loss. Betrayal or meanness in order to shame another person. This Three of Cups in this deck is usually about a pregnancy, an abundance of joy, and good news. And then suffering from a broken heart, sadness, and pain. Alright, this is foolishness, restlessness, or rash actions caused by being naive or frivolousness. This King of Wands, attachment to traditional roles or lifestyle, a stable and loyal man, supposedly a family man, I guess. So, solitude and isolation during a period of immobility, using time to reflect. And this Ace of Cups, this is supposedly a birth or a new love, marriage proposal, or a harmonious home life begins. And this is a sly or deceptive person, malice, craftiness, falsity, and shrewdness. Alright, so here we've got, of course, a Hermit, a Leo, and a Libra, and Eight of Wands. But this is a Hermit, using isolation to gain wisdom, and introspective and personal foresight to discover truth. This is legal matters, questions, and equilibrium being settled. And this is discipline, courage, integrity, and the vigor of spiritual strength. And this is a surprise, or ideas, thoughts, verbal, and or written communication. So yeah, this is basically I'm crash learning all these different decks that I have. But so it's kind of like someone is feeling optimistic or confident in their future despite a stalled situation or some kind of sacrifice that they made so that they could get through some kind of tribulation. And this is a valuable gift. So something has this person feeling like, oh, and then there's going to be clarity from some kind of mystical or betrayal that they could sense. So despite some kind of setback that they've had, they still feel like they have something valuable and a reason to look forward to the future and receiving some kind of news that brings clarity. And despite being in this moon energy, still having lucid intelligence and still making clear decisions and having clear ideas, even though they're feeling heartbroken. I'm going to look at that going down this way. And I think this is a stalled situation, and they're not feeling very secure or certain what their future has, but still feeling enough energy and still being courageous enough to believe that there is fertility and growth elsewhere, despite not knowing what they are going to have in their future. So, okay. So somebody thought that they were living a successful, wealthy, they thought they had what they wanted, or they did not want someone to discover a new path for themselves or to complete a cycle. So they were going to put a bunch of conflict in their way. This is a bunch of drama and all that shit. So anyway, so they started anew with something. There was something about a pregnancy, and there was something about, I don't know, they made a stupid and rash decision because they were following, the path. This is what you do at this age. So, what I feel like it is this guy, rather than helping someone else out during their difficulties, I don't know. I was just going to stick these all together later in some kind of app or something. Alright, so they thought they had something valuable and they thought they were making a clear decision. They thought that they saw exactly how things were, but they met their match and they were forced to... Well, this is a Scorpio who is a good debater, and she could see through this fucking shit. Alright, so this guy, he thought that he was having some kind of success, but ended up being isolated. And, well, he keeps blaming other people for not closing out a cycle. He's defensive about a betrayal. And something very humiliating happened. And I don't know, but there's this movement that they tried to block. So,
Somebody is indecisive
anyway.
on whether if they should travel to